and I break, look right there, right there. I can go here, and then look, right here. Okay, now the shoulder, and like Andrew said, Dracula ears. Okay, ear one, ear two. Oops, sorry. Look, this I'm gonna clamp right here. Look, and the reason why I say Dracula, because when you're like this on your arms, there's this V. I can't get enough pressure. When I get all the way up here, this elbow here, okay, can apply pressure down. But if I'm arched away and I'm squeezing into my chest, nothing is gonna help me. I have to be crunching here and lifting my head up to where there's a space where his arm would break right here. So that as I make Dracula ear one, Dracula ear two, okay, I can crunch and lift my head up as I apply pressure down, okay? We just want up in this position here. You could also have it where you're trapped here, okay? If indeed he bends his arm, okay, it'll probably be bending that way, okay? I want to be able to torque his shoulder. I need to lock up that shoulder and lift my elbow up. Okay? This is where they will straighten it, and you anticipate them straightening it, and you catch it with the Dracula ears. Okay? Down. Okay? Back here. And you have an open guard, okay? And you put the hand on your knee, put that. Also, keep in mind that because your leg is in the proper position now, you lose it. Look at the options that we have. Look, I'm gonna look for this arm right here. As I break his posture down, clamp his shoulder, frame his fist right here. Okay? As I start scooting out, get my left foot on his hip, okay? And keep torquing his shoulder here. Yeah, see, this is all shoulder, okay? As he saves it, he'll rotate it. Probably the, yes, right there. With the Dracula ears. And pressure with the knees. And finish. If the knees are loose, he can start posturing up. That's not good for me. I need to have this right about there, and my hips off the mat. My head's coming up yet, because this is already applying a lot of pressure. Yeah, okay. If he bends his arm, he gets stuck. The only way he can bend it is probably down and get more position right here. If he tries to, if he does that to save it, okay? You have two options. Lock up that shoulder, lift up that arm, okay? Or you can grab the Kimura here, okay? Bend this, but I would lock my legs and lift my hips. Apply pressure down on the shoulder because I want to lift my hips, engaging. So it's almost like I'm pushing them away, pinch you with the elbow, and rotating my shoulder to the left, okay? So as you're here, let's say you didn't have the proper rotation here, and he can't really swim it over, so he'll rotate it back. And go Kimura. Switch arms right here. Here, but with the legs, I would do this. Here, and lift my hips, pressure. I don't want to do this. With the knee pointed, I want the knee pointed out that way. Pressure down with the shoulder. Okay. So everybody's gonna get into this position here. You have straight arm lock here, but let's say he rotates it really heavy. Two options. You're gonna get the gable grip on the shoulder, lifting this elbow up. Or if you don't get it, you're gonna grab with the left arm, your right hand goes to the wrist, and your left hand goes to your wrist. Put the leg, reach through, lock. Okay. I want your right leg across the belt line, your left leg over your right leg. I want you to engage your hips like you're pushing them away, and your elbow pressure is on his shoulder. Pushing away so I can rotate my upper body to the left. He straightens it, back to straight arm. He bends it, elbow pressure down. If he grabs my pants, not a problem. Okay. Very important to apply pressure down on his shoulder with the elbow. That really helps. If you're gonna do this, you won't get it. And if anything, you'll straighten it. So you have to be able to move it to a straight arm mark, okay? So here, the reason why you engage your hips, you apply pressure and see how much leverage that is, and look up so you can see his face and his hand tap, okay? Feel like this, it's not gonna work very well. I don't know what you're looking at. So you're crunching here, so your elbow applying pressure to his elbow, lift your hips, and torque to the left, okay? So everybody's starting in this position here. You got here, but for whatever reason you failed. You really rotated it hard. Yes, right here, look. And just go to Kimura. So you went from Dracula ears, you're gonna flip right here. He's bending it here. And your right hand goes to his wrist right here. As your legs straighten, hip line, engage, crunch, and knees open. And I look and I can see his eyes. There you go. I can see his. If you can see his eyes, your head is enough off the mat. Because if you're like this, it's hard to rotate. You're crunching here. You can put a lot of good pressure here. Okay? And keep this grip. So the grip has to stay solid. Your wrists don't bend. Because if you really force it to straighten that arm, you let him straighten it. And then you come up with your right hand goes to the top of your head. But notice how my grip did not bend. Okay? Let's do it. 1, 2, 3.